Hey, what's going on, everybody? Matt Rooney back here with some more Stanley Cup playoff picks. Round 2 kicking off tonight after a disappointing night off. No hockey action on Monday, but we come back Tuesday with a Western and Eastern Conference matchup. I'm going to lay off the game picks tonight and give you some Round 2 series picks as both series get underway tonight and tomorrow. Let's start first in Florida. We have the Battle of Florida, Tampa Bay versus the Florida Panthers. Weird to say that one of the better rivalries in hockey is with two teams in the state of Florida, but that's what we have here with how good these two teams are. I think the Florida Panthers get this one done. I think Tampa's a good team, but I think they're going to run out of gas a little bit here. I think you saw it against Toronto that they weren't really the better team in that series. They just kind of persevered. Their goaltender played off, stood on his head in game 6 and 7 and kind of brought them a win there. I think they run out of gas here against the Florida Panthers. They should have lost probably the first series at Toronto. They were not the better team there. They did manage to move on. I think Florida is the better team. I think the Panthers got over the hump against the Washington Capitals. They hadn't been out of the first round yet. I think this young team faced adversity against the playoff-proven team, and they went out and actually were able to conquer that adversity, conquer that playoff team, and come through winning, advancing 4-2 in that series. So I like now that they've gotten over that hump to kind of keep rolling. And I do think the Lightning, as good as they've been the last few years, they'll make it a series, but I think this is kind of where they run out of gas. Also in that series, Carter Verhaeghe, I'm going to take to be the leading goal scorer at plus 1,200. He had 6 goals in the Capitals series in 6 games, so he was their leading goal scorer at a goal per game. He's not the best player on that team. It's Barkov and Huberdeau are kind of their 1-2 scoring punch. But Verhaeghe was the steady presence. He was the guy who's been there before, and he was the most consistent player throughout that series. I expect him to be really good again tonight. I think he get a little bit more out of Barkov and Huberdeau than he did in the first series, but they're also going to get the bulk of the attention from Tampa. I think Carter Verhaeghe is going to have another big series against his former team, and at plus 1,200, I like that leading goal scorer prop. And then another rivalry, an in-province rivalry, not an in-state rivalry, the Battle of Alberta. This one should be a lot of fun between the Oilers and the Flames. I like the Flames minus 1.5. I love the way they played against Dallas. They were the better team. They dominated most of the series, and quite honestly, if it wasn't for Jake Oettinger, that series probably goes 5 games. They don't win. Dallas doesn't force that to 7 games without Jake Oettinger. Edmonton is a little bit better of a team than Dallas, but they also don't have the goaltending Dallas had. They don't really have the defense Dallas had. They do have Connor McDavid. They do have Leon Draisaitl. They do have a red-hot Evander Kane who had 7 goals in the last series. So I think that offense does carry them to a win or two. But ultimately, if we see the Calgary team that we saw against against Dallas, I think they're going to cruise in that series. I think it's going to be a 5 or 6 game series win. So I like them at plus 112 there. To take the series by 2 or more games. I got both of those this line on FanDuel, the leading scorer prop for Verhaeghe on FanDuel, and then Caesars, I believe, is where I got the Panthers series price. Make sure you do some shopping for those series prices. You can find different odds, different values at different places. So make sure you're getting the best price. And if you do want to bet any of these with FanDuel, head over to FanDuel and use our link in the description. We don't have a promo code. Use the link in our description to sign up with FanDuel, and you will get a risk-free $1,000 bet when you sign up. So those are my first-round series prices. I have some in-game bets, or had them on Brown Bag Bets this morning, so go ahead and check those out. And I will be back tomorrow with a blog and a video for some game picks. But until then, good luck with your bets and have fun watching some hockey.